Imagine convincing the smartest, most ruthless investors on Wall Street to give you $47 billion. What revolutionary technology did you invent? Did you cure a disease? Did you build a rocket to Mars? No, you rented out office desks. This isn't a comedy sketch. This is the insane, hyper-delusional reality of WeWork and its eccentric, barefoot-walking founder, Adam Neumann. He didn't just sell office space, he sold a spiritual revolution. He managed to orchestrate one of the most spectacular, mind-boggling financial disasters in modern corporate history. Thousands of people lost their jobs. Billions of dollars were incinerated in a matter of months. And the absolute craziest part of this entire story, when the dust settled and the company was entirely destroyed, Adam Neumann walked away a billionaire. This is the story of the greatest legal heist of the 21st century, how a simple real estate company tricked the world into thinking it was the next Apple, and how greed blinded the smartest men in the room. Let's rewind to 2010. The world was still recovering from the massive 2008 financial crisis. Commercial real estate was completely dead. Buildings were empty. Enter Adam Neumann and his co-founder Miguel McKelvey. They saw an opportunity. Lease cheap office space, chop it up into smaller, cool-looking glass cubicles, add some free beer on tap, and rent it out to freelancers and startups at a premium. It's a basic arbitrage business model. Very simple, very traditional, and frankly, very boring. But Adam Neumann knew a secret about the modern economy. Investors don't want to fund boring real estate companies. They want to fund tech unicorns. So Adam didn't call WeWork a real estate firm. He called it a physical social network. He claimed WeWork was a technology company whose ultimate mission was to elevate the world's consciousness. It sounded like pure nonsense, but he had the hair of a rock star, the charisma of a cult leader. And he pitched this vision with such absolute conviction that people actually started believing him. In Silicon Valley, if you sound crazy enough, people assume you must be a genius. WeWork was growing, but to take over the world, Adam needed a whale, a massive investor with bottomless pockets. In 2017, he found one, Masayoshi Son, the legendary Japanese billionaire and head of SoftBank's $100 billion vision fund. Son is famous for his aggressive investment style. He was an early investor in Alibaba and made billions. When Masayoshi Son visited WeWork headquarters, Adam Neumann gave him a highly curated, energetic 12-minute tour. Just 12 minutes. At the end of it, Son looked at Adam and told him he had only one problem. He wasn't being crazy enough. SoftBank agreed to pour over $4 billion into WeWork, and later, billions more. This single decision warped reality. Overnight, WeWork's valuation skyrocketed. It went from a moderately successful startup to a $47 billion behemoth. To put that into perspective, this company that simply rented out desks was now worth more than Ford Motors, Delta Airlines, or Kraft Heinz. It was totally irrational. With virtually unlimited cash from SoftBank, WeWork didn't just expand. It mutated into a corporate cult. The company culture became incredibly toxic and bizarre. Adam Neumann started acting like a king. He spent $60 million on a private Gulfstream jet. He mandated huge mandatory summer camps for thousands of employees, featuring endless alcohol, mandatory partying, and performances by famous musicians. During executive meetings, tequila shots were passed around before discussing financial losses. But the most insane part was how Adam treated the company as his personal ATM. He quietly bought buildings himself and then leased them back to WeWork at a massive profit. He even trademarked the word "we" and then forced his own company to buy the trademark rights from him for nearly $6 million. It was a massive, screaming conflict of interest. While the media put him on magazine covers calling him the next Steve Jobs, the internal math of the company was a horror movie. WeWork was hemorrhaging cash. They were literally losing $219,000 every single hour of every single day. Every scam has an expiration date. For WeWork, that date was August 2019. The company was running out of money, so Adam decided it was time to take the company public through an IPO. To do this, WeWork had to publish a document called the S-1, which legally requires a company to reveal its true inner financial workings to the public. When Wall Street analysts finally opened this document, their jaws dropped to the floor. The document read like it was written by a spiritual guru, dedicating the company to the energy of we. But worse, it revealed the apocalyptic financial reality. WeWork was bound by $47 billion in long-term lease liabilities to landlords, but their revenue was a fraction of that. The math was fundamentally broken. The media turned on them instantly. Within just 33 days of releasing that document, the illusion shattered. the massive $47 billion valuation evaporated into thin air. The IPO was completely canceled. WeWork was suddenly weeks away from total bankruptcy. Panic ensued. Tens of thousands of WeWork employees realized their stock options were worthless and faced losing their jobs and their livelihoods. The company was a burning ship. SoftBank, desperate to save whatever was left of their massive investment, had to stage a corporate coup. They forced Adam Neumann to step down as CEO, but here's the ultimate twist of the knife. To get Adam to leave the company he destroyed quietly, SoftBank paid him a golden parachute worth over $1 billion. The employees got fired, the investors lost a fortune, but the architect of the disaster walked away richer than ever. It remains a stark reminder that in the modern corporate world, sometimes the biggest illusions pay the highest dividends. If you want to see another unbelievable story of corporate greed, click the video on screen right now to see how Blockbuster lost $50 billion to Netflix. And subscribe to the channel for more massive billion-dollar blunders.